I'm here with Callum Graham. We're going to have a look at the Tronix rig glue, and Callum's going to show us how he uses it to make his rigs.
Yeah.
Carry on,
We've
Callum.
been using rig glue for quite a while now. We kind of tested it all throughout the summer, and we used it at the World Championships that we've just come back from in September, which the youth team got gold medal, and every single team member was on the rig glue. We didn't have a single rig fail. The difference between the rig glue and normal glue is that the rig glue is flexible and stretches, whereas your normal super glue, as soon as your line's under tension, just snaps.
Yeah.
Obviously your beads or your tubing that you glue will just fall off and break. That's where the rig glue really does come into its own.
Okay.
I like to make the rigs with it using the tubing, either side of the bead and swivel all glued in place.
Okay.
And
So essentially, what you're saying is you're going to use little sections of tube, and where historically you would have crimps on the rig, you glue little bits of tubing
almost
in place.
kind of like glued crimps almost. Yeah.
Okay.
But I do like the Tronixpro precision nozzles, which make the gluing process a whole lot neater,
That's right. I mean, if you tip that upside down and squeeze it, it just
this is getting a massive
out.
blob of glue all over your line, all over your swivels. It's a horrible mess.
And these nozzles come in 4 different sizes. I think that's the 0.41 there, so that's going to deliver 0.41 of a millimetre of glue at a time. So it makes it a lot neater. You can match
0.4 line.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, do you want to show us how you do it?
Stick your nozzle on top of your glue, like that. Take your tube connector. These scissors are quite handy. You get 4 nice even pieces.
Okay, so they're like the freshwater worm scissors.
Yeah, like the freshwater worm scissors. Yeah, and one chop and you've got a load of pieces. They're all equal size.
Excellent.
Then, like you do, would like a crimp. Obviously, slide on one connector, bead, then you swivel, bead, and back of the connector again. So there we've put on 2 pieces of tubing either side of the bead and the swivel, like you would your traditional crimps. You can do this with obviously more than one sleeve connection. You can have 3 laying across over 3 different grooves. It makes the glue and makes it rig making process a whole lot quicker having 3 separate bits there to glue.
I know some guys make their own jigs, and you could put the whole rig out, and you could do 10 rigs in one go for as many as you want.
I find it easy on these jigs just to kind of find the centre and the 2 ends, just clip it on so you have one whole rig on one of these and just glue them up and then take them straight off the activator. You can get hold of, you can spray it on, done instantly.
Yeah.
And you can, once you've got rig bodies done, you can knock out rigs in an hour. You could glue 30 rigs easily. Nice and easy and quick. But the tricky process is just getting the right amount of glue on the line.
That's where these nozzles.
Nozzles come in. Really handy. You just want to start off a very, very small amount of glue. Slowly ease the tubing up onto the glue. And what you find is the tubing actually sucks the glue inside it.
Capillary reaction.
Capillary reaction, there you go. And sets quite quickly.
How quickly?
Well, it gives you enough time to be able to adjust it and get the glue inside the tubing. Once it's in there, it's done.
Okay.
It will take a bit of time getting used to. You probably end up stuck to your rig or stuck to your table quite a few times, but eventually you get the hang of it. What we do is don't try and place the glue right next to the swivel, because obviously once it's inside the tube, you do have a few seconds just to quickly slide it up close.
Okay.
If you try and glue too close, you may find the glue attracts to the beads and gets all stuck in a big mess. Just place your bit of glue like that. Let it suck it in. As it sucks it in, just slowly ease it up. And there you go.
Okay.
There you go. A very nice and neat connection there.
So how long would you leave that to set before you felt comfortable to tie your snood on or whatever?
If you have a few jigs made up, you do one of these, leave it, and by the time you've glued your second rig, it's normally dry.
Okay, so a couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes, yeah, at most. Yeah, it's done. And then we're fishing with these today.
Yeah.
For the flounders, the glued rigs. Yeah, the beach today had quite a lot of rocks and stones in it, and getting caught up, none of the glue moved. You find your snood would break before you manage to brush the glue, which just shows you how strong it actually is.
I mean, you compare how that looks to what traditionally we've been told is the right way to fish with 2 crimps, 2
Yeah.
big beads, and a great big swivel. I mean, there's no comparison, is there?
No.
I mean, that is virtually invisible.
So much neater.
Strong enough. I mean, what's Tronix size 12 swivel there?
That's it, yeah.
That's strong enough to handle any fish in UK waters,
Yeah.
barring a common skate or
you
the
have
biggest tope. You know, it's,
But I mean, that you've got with this using crimps, there's kind of no real point anymore. You've got your glue, which gives it stronger, doesn't damage the line whatsoever. There are a few people who seem to be saying, "Oh, don't you see glue damage your line when your rig glue doesn't?"
No.
Whatsoever. I mean, even on fairly lightish rig bodies, and when we're in the worlds, where you had to hit every single cast, you had to beat the rig as far as you can, and even after a whole day of constant abuse, the rig and the glue would still be perfectly intact.
okay.
Wouldn't see slight bit of damage
So
to
you
the
can
rig.
just snip your snoods off and
Yeah, snip it
retie
off
them
and-
using the next day.
yeah.
It's so actually, if you've got the right equipment and you're set up for it, it's actually quicker than tying rigs with
A
crimps.
lot quicker
Yeah.
than tying into crimps. Stop knots.
Quicker, easier, neater. There's
There's no
nothing
better
else
way
to
of
say,
really.
is there? Yeah, it's the future. It's now. So, yeah, thank you very much, Callum, for
Okay.
that demonstration.